Geoff, can you explain what went down last night?
It was a little bit of a beatdown went down.
Yeah.
It was a really dominant performance by Colorado. They took advantage of home ice. They took advantage of the fact they were being able to switch lines on the fly and just keep the speed up against the Oilers, who, they eventually broke down in the second half of the game. I mean, it's funny because, since that offensive outburst at the start of game one by Colorado, where they ended up with a 4-goal lead, there was like a stretch of basically 2.5, 3 periods where the Oilers not only outscored Colorado, but played them really close. But then it tipped back in Colorado's scales at the end of game 2 as well. So, the goaltending for Colorado was part of the story. Obviously, he played well, but it was really just a dominant performance. The speed of the Avalanche shutting down the Oilers forwards, in the Colorado high air, I think had something to do with it too. But, can they sustain that for 2 more games, going back to Edmonton? I think it'll be a different atmosphere. I think it'll be a different situation, too, with the Oilers having last shift and things like that. Okay,
Paul, do you agree with that? Do you expect this series to kind of turn on its head a little bit once they go north of the border?
I think you'll see the Oilers' best game in Game 3. They didn't do really very much in the offensive zone. McDavid, 2 shots. Draisaitl, 3. I can't remember any great scoring chances that Edmonton had during the whole game. That speaks to the defensive structure of Colorado. So we know that they can defend a little bit. We haven't seen that ability from Edmonton, and I think they need to show that in Game 3. Otherwise, this can be a very short series.